There are three types of error. There are three types. First one is number one is gross error, number two random error, and number three is systematic error. Let's see it one by one. First one is gross error. This is due to human oversight and mistakes while reading or recording. Okay, what this due to? It's human mistake, due to human oversight, visibility mistake by human. We can see a different thing, but it is written a different thing. This is a human oversight or mistake. Gross error, human oversight and mistake while reading or recording a measurement. Suppose I am recording a video for you, and suppose I recorded suppose I am recording a physics video for you, and let write out some chemistry topic in that. That is, it can be a human error, human oversight mistake. That is gross error example. That's a different thing. In physics it is, let's take a different example. Here it is, a man may read, suppose in sometimes example is a man may read what? We always do such mistakes. READ. A man may read 13 as 18. It happens many times. We read 13 as 18. Similarly, we can make such mistakes. This type of mistake, this type of error, which is due to human oversight, this is a gross error. Okay, how will you avoid it? How to avoid is a question that many times it comes to the board examinations. So board point of view, this point how to avoid is very important. How will we avoiding? That is proper care. First common avoiding is proper care while recording or reading the measurement or data. Another one is proper calculation. If we make some proper calculation without making any mistake, it can be avoided. Increasing the number of experiments, so that why we increase the number of experiments. Why we increase the number of experiments? So that we can take the average, means we find the arithmetic mean, which is more trusted result. Because if there is mistake in measurement 1, there is mistake in measurement 2, we take the arithmetic mean. That is a decreased error in that. Okay, so we increase the number of experiments. Okay, now the next one is random error. Now let us see random error. What is random error? It happens due to unpredictable fluctuations in experimental conditions such as temperature, voltage supply, and any other experimental conditions. Okay, so due to unpredictable fluctuations. What is fluctuation? Is increasing and decreasing of the values, the parameters, increasing and decreasing of the values, fluctuations, which is unpredictable, you can say. The unpredictable fluctuations in experimental conditions, such as, what are the conditions? Temperature, it can be voltage supply. There is fluctuation in the voltage supply, etc. Temperature, voltage supply, pressure, any type of condition can fluctuate. Okay, it can be possible we are measuring our temperature in a AC room, and suppose the electricity goes, and then the room temperature will be high, and when we measure our temperature, it can be higher, the same room, but the conditions, that is temperature, is different. The result came different. Okay, so unpredictable fluctuations in the experimental conditions such as temperature, voltage supply, etc. What happens? Random error. Okay, what example we can see? Suppose that when the same person repeats the same observation, he is likely to get different readings every time. He is likely to get different readings every time. He will get different readings. So it is very much possible. There is high possibility that if the same person repeats the same observation in the lab, he is likely to get different readings every time. It is possible very frequently, not it has high probability. And why this will happen? Due to fluctuations in the conditions like temperature, voltage supply, pressure, anything, any condition may change, the random error will happen. Okay, the next one is systematic error. To understand systematic error in a better way, we classify this into three parts: environmental, observational and instrumental. Okay, let's see. Environmental error. Why does this happen? It's due to external conditions. As the name suggests, environmental. Environment was what? We are in the room and my environment is the air surrounding me, the walls. This all is environment. Okay. So external things. So we write here external conditions due to external temperature, pressure, humidity, anything external magnetic field. Also we can write external magnetic field. Okay. So environmental error is due to external conditions such as temperature, pressure, humidity, external magnetic field. Okay. And observational. Observation is what? This is due to individual's bias. This is due to individual's bias, lack of proper setting of apparatus. What does it mean? It is a human error is a broad term. Human error is a more broad term than writing this. That is due to individual bias. But here we can write it. Observational error is due to individuals bias, or that is lack of proper setting of apparatus. The apparatus used for observation is not set properly. It can be. This is a human mistake. This is observational error. And what about instrumental? This is a different thing. Instrumental, it means faulty construction and calibration of instrument. It is due to, instrumental is due to faulty construction, not only construction as well as what? Calibration means markings on the instrument, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. This is called calibration of instrument. It is the instruments are wrongly calibrated. If the instruments are wrongly calibrated, this will cause instrumental error. That is a part of systematic error. Then if the question arises, the question arises what error is caused due to wrong calibration of instruments, and the option will be systematic error. So it will mark systematic error. Okay, if it is not written in the option instrumental error. Okay, now it is ways of error measurements. There are three ways of error measurement. The three ways we can measure error. Okay, first one is absolute, second one is relative, third one is what? Percentage. These are the three ways. What is absolute error? Is measured value minus actual value. Okay, let's write it here. Let us read it one by one. That is absolute error. This is measured value minus actual value. Let us suppose it is delta x. Let us denote absolute error by delta x, then measured value by x naught and actual value by x. So it is delta x equals to x naught minus x. Okay, these are representations. Okay, we have assumed actual value as x, measured value as x naught. So the delta x, that is absolute error, will be x naught minus x. What is relative error? Let us see. Relative error equals to absolute. The definition is absolute error. This is a ratio. Absolute error and actual value. Relative error, if you will need to define what is relative error in theory, then we will simply define it as a ratio. We will write relative error is a ratio between absolute error and actual value. Okay, and mathematically we can write in this way. Okay, and what we will get here, this will be equal to absolute error is delta x and actual value is, this is the actual value, this is the measured value. So actual value is x, we have taken x as the actual value. So delta x by x, relative error equals to, and delta x is also equal to delta x, this is also equal to this. From first equation we can write. Okay, so it is delta x, in place of delta x we will write x naught minus x by x. This is relative error. Okay, we can write it in this way. We have derived it right now in this way. Now it is third error. Third way of expressing error is percentage error. Many times I've seen students writing like questions like what are the types of errors? People write absolute error, relative error, percentage error. This is a way of measurement error. Measurement of errors. Okay, this is a way of measurement. This is not the types. Okay, the types are those which are called gross, random and systematic. Those are the types. This is a way of error measurement. Now percentage error equals to what? The definition says that this is the percentage of relative error. So it is relative error into 100. Relative error is multiplied into 100, that is percentage error. What is the relative error came to be this x naught minus x by x, this into 100. So this will be percentage error. In short form, what we can write? We can also write this one. This is equal to this one. So delta x by x into 100 can also be written. Now suppose there is a question. Let's understand it in better way by a numerical problem. The question is here, if actual value of a measurement is 100 and measured value is 100 too, okay, find absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Okay, now solution. What is given? At first we should write what is given. Given is actual value and measured value. Actual value is what? Actual value is x. Measured value is assumed as x naught. These are given. Actual value is given 100. Measured value is given as 102. First point to solve a question is write down what are the given things. Then think what is to find. And then come to the solution. Okay. Then absolute error. First question we will do absolute error. This is simple. This is what? X naught minus x formula we know. We have read already. So it is 102 minus 100. Then it will what? 2. Okay. Answer. Then it is relative error equals to what? We already know the formula x naught minus x by x, which we put here. And the value of x naught is 102 minus 100 by 100, that is equals to 2 by 100, that is equals to 0.02. Answer. Then percentage error equals to what? Relative error into 100. The relative error into 100. This is relative error. You must write the formula for board exam and for JEE. Relative error into 100, and the relative error is 0.02. This into 100 percentage. Percentage error is expressed in percent, so it is 2%. Answer. Okay.